please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University. For more information, please visit us at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. Please stay tuned as our broadcast will start soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel now. At Blind Community Thrift Store on YouTube, and more info about this radio reading service, Navalins, and the Blind Community Thrift Store at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. The Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service will begin shortly. We will be reading local news from around the Southwest Missouri area, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on YouTube, KSMU, and on the Audio Reader Network at Kansas University.
Okay, did you want to do today in history since it's a short one?
Sure, yeah.
The time is 10 a.m.
Thank you for tuning in to the Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service. My name is Savannah, and I'm here with Madison.
Hello.
We invite you to listen to our broadcast both live and on demand. Our live sessions are available on the Blind Community Thrift Store YouTube channel, Monday to Friday, between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. each week. Additionally, you can access on-demand content through the Audio Reader Network, which offers a wide range of audio materials for the visually impaired community. To explore content from the Audio Reader Network, please visit www.reader.ku.edu. The site provides details about accessing content via Amazon Alexa, Audio Reader Network mobile app, and information on receiving a radio to listen to the broadcast by KSMU Radio. All broadcasts are played over the KSMU subcarrier airwaves at 67 kHz on 91.1 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Contact Audio Reader Network for information on receiving a pre-programmed radio. Here to start us off is Madison.
Ooh, that hand sanitizer is strong.
Okay.
First article of the day. Today is Abraham Lincoln's birthday. The article says, Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, was born on February 12th of 1809. Over the years, he has become known as one of the greatest American presidents of all time. At the time of his death in 1865, so he would have been how old?
I don't know. How about you keep reading?
I'll do the math later. Many saw him as a martyr. Yeah, a martyr, someone that feels sorry for yourself.
Nope, that's not the definition of the martyr, my dear. It is someone who dies for a cause. Would you like to continue writing?
And it just wasn't too long afterward that his birthday began being observed informally. In the mid-1870s, Julius Francis of Buffalo, New York, began honoring Lincoln on his birthday and
petitioned
Congress to make the day a legal holiday. But as of 2019, Lincoln's birthday is not, nor has it ever been, its own federal holiday. On the state level, a handful of states celebrate Lincoln's birthday on its actual date. In recent years, it has been celebrated as a state holiday in Ohio, Missouri, New York, Illinois, and Connecticut. It is celebrated as such in California as well, but since 2009, it has no longer been a paid holiday there. Some states, Indiana being one example, has officially celebrated Lincoln's birthday, but not the actual date of his birth. In prior years, more states officially celebrated his birthday. 24 states celebrated it in 1940, and 10 celebrated it in 1990. Although Lincoln's birthday is not celebrated on its own, on the federal level, it is often
implicitly
or
explicitly
celebrated as part of Washington's birthday, which is usually called President's Day, taking place on the third Monday in February. In some states, this holiday is known as Washington and Lincoln Day. However, there are other variations of the day. Some states specifically celebrate only Washington, as some celebrate Washington and another president, such as Thomas Jefferson. Besides state observances and informal federal observances, Lincoln's birthday is celebrated at many places associated with him. Each year, there is a wreath-laying ceremony at the Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historical Park in Kentucky. Since its dedication in the early 1920s, there has also been a wreath-laying ceremony at the Lincoln Memorial, which is organized by the Lincoln Birthday National
Commemorative
Committee and the Military Order of the Loyal Legion. Legion, I was right. Okay, Legion of the United States. The reading of the Gettysburg Address is also a part of this event. For his
bicentennial,
on February 12th of 2009, the Abraham Lincoln
Bicentennial
Commission organized a special event at the Lincoln Memorial. That same day, 4 new Lincoln pennies were released with backs that depicted different stages of Lincoln's life. Each year on the day, events are also held at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum in Illinois. The Republican Party holds Lincoln Day dinners around the date because Lincoln was the first Republican president. Abraham Lincoln was born in a one-room log cabin just south of present-day
Hodgerville.
Huh?
Hodgerville.
Kentucky. When he was 2, his family moved to Knob Creek Farm, which is northeast of
Hodgerville.
In 1816, he moved with his family to Indiana. He did not get much schooling while growing up and often had to work to help support his family, doing things such as farming and splitting rails for fences. In 1830, his family moved to Macon County, Illinois. He got a job on a boat hauling freight down the Mississippi River to New Orleans. He then settled in West Salem, Illinois, where he worked as a shopkeeper in a store as well as a postmaster. In 1832, he was a captain in the Black Hawk War and ran for a spot in the Illinois State Legislature. Yeah, I had it halfway, which he lost. However, he ran again in 1834 and was successful. As a member of the
Whig.
But the H is silent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as a member of the Whig Party, he was influenced by other Whigs such as Henry Clay and Daniel Webster. Some policy positions he held at the time were in opposition to slavery spread to the territories and a goal of expanding the United States with a focus on commerce and cities. Lincoln decided to teach himself law and passed the bar in 1836. Shortly thereafter, he moved to Springfield. A few years before it became the state's capital, he married Mary Todd in 1842. They had 4 sons together, although one would live into adulthood. Lincoln was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives in 1846, but pledging to only serve one term. Only pledged to serve one term, not team. He returned to Springfield in 1849, and his opposition to the Mexican-American War is the most remembered element of his term. Politics were in Lincoln's blood, and he decided to return to them in 1854. That year, Democrat Stephen Douglas had helped get the Kansas-Nebraska Act passed, which said there should be popular
sovereignty
when it came to slavery in the territories, meaning that voters should be able to decide for themselves if slavery should be allowed in them. On October 16th of 1854, in Peoria, Illinois, Lincoln debated Douglas about the act. During the debate, he spoke against slavery and said it was
incongruous
with the Declaration of Independence. That same year, he joined the recently formed Republican Party, which is a party that was created in a large part on the belief that slavery should not expand into the territories. In 1858, Lincoln ran against Stephen Douglas for a USA Senate seat in Illinois. In June, he gave his House Divided speech, which said the country couldn't go on existing half slave and half free. Lincoln lost the race but gained national recognition in part because of the debates he had with Douglas. The Republicans nominated Lincoln as their candidate for president in the 1860 election. It was a four-way race. Stephen Douglas was the nominee of Northern Democrats. John C.
Breckinridge
was the nominee of Southern Democrats, and John Bell was the nominee of the Constitutional Union Party.
Breckinridge
And Bell split the southern votes, and Lincoln won most of the North. He won the electric vote count. Electoral vote count, and thus the presidency. But by the time he had taken the oath of office in March of 1861, 7 states had already
seceded
from the Union, and then the Civil War began the following month. The Civil War engulfed Lincoln's presidency, but he had proved to be an
adept
war leader. After George
McClellan
failed to pursue the Confederate Army after the Union victory at Antietam,
I guess,
in September of 1862. Lincoln removed him of his position of commanding general. Lincoln also issued the
Emancipation
Proclamation after
Antietam
went into effect on January 1st of 1863, freeing slaves in the southern states. Slaves in the border states loyal to the Union were not freed.
The Emancipation
laid the groundwork for slaves to be freed everywhere. The 13th Amendment went into effect in 1865 after Lincoln's death. In November of 1863, Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address at a dedication of the National Cemetery at Gettysburg. It became one of the most famous speeches in American history. Although Lincoln has been lauded for fulfilling the commander-in-chief role, he did so not completely without controversy.
Yep, you said it right.
Controversy, as he suspended
habeas corpus.
In 1864, Lincoln faced the general he had relieved, George McClellan, in his bid for re-election. He prevailed, and at his second
inaugural,
he spoke of the end of the war and the need for a
consolatory
reconstruction, with malice toward none, with charity for all. I guess that was a quote that he liked using.
It was a quote that he said, yes.
Okay. On April 9th, 1865, Confederate Commander Robert E. Lee surrendered to Union commanding General
Ulysses S. Grant
at Appomattox Courthouse. 2 days later, Lincoln gave a speech on the White House lawn. On April 14th, what happened to be Good Friday, President Lincoln was shot in the back of the head by John Wilkes Booth while at Ford's Theater. He died early the next morning at a boarding house across from the theater. Today, we remember his remarkable life and his contributions to the United States at such a difficult time in its Here are some ways you can observe Lincoln's birthday. You can visit the Abraham Lincoln Birthplace National Historical Park. This
encompasses
both his birthplace south of
Hodgenville,
as well as Knob Creek Farm, where he lived next. A wreath-laying ceremony takes place at the park. You could stop at the Lincoln Museum in downtown
Hodgerville,
as well as the nearby Abraham Lincoln statue. Stop at other places along the Kentucky Lincoln Heritage Trail. Attend the wreath-laying ceremony at the Lincoln Memorial. Visit the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum and the Lincoln Tomb in Springfield, Illinois. Stop by the Lincoln Boyhood National Memorial in Indiana or the American Lincoln Library and Museum in Tennessee. Go to Ford's Theater, read a book about Lincoln, or read some of Lincoln's own writings and speeches.
All right. From the 417, what's playing at Springfield, Missouri movie theaters? These days, it's easy to find an excuse to stay home and watch a movie on whichever streaming service you have access to, whether it's one you're actively subscribed to or one you've forgotten you subscribed to 2 years ago. But it's never really the same as going to the theater to see something with an audience. With that in mind, this is a regular roundup of new releases and screenings of old favorites you might otherwise miss to encourage you to take a trip to the movies, save you the time scrolling through endless options on your smart TV, and getting increasingly annoyed at all those auto-playing movie trailers. Keep in mind that these are just a few picks on what's on in Springfield over the next few weeks. For full listings, scroll down and hit the link for each theater. We'd also love to hear about local independent film projects, news, or even just interesting connections to the movie world. If you've got a tip, get in touch, and there is a link to a way to get in touch with the 417 magazine on the page. Family-friendly and classic movies. Here's a quick roundup of family-friendly movies, old and new, currently playing, plus a couple of classics to catch. Hoppers 2026. Disney Pixar's latest release, Hoppers, follows a teenage animal lover who discovers technology that allows her to talk to animals by hopping her human consciousness into robotic beavers. Yes, I was thrown off by the robotic part too. Either way, Disney's Pixar's team don't miss often, so this is likely to be a hit with kids, if not the whole family. Who should see it? Families with kids. Movie trivia. Score composer Mark Mothersbaugh, who has scored numerous movies, TV shows, and video games, is the keyboardist and one of the founding members of a new wave band Devo. Where to see it? Alamo Drafthouse. Early screenings February 27th, opens March 5th. Goat 2026. Another animated feature, this time from Sony Pictures Animation. Goat comes from the artist behind K-pop Demon Hunters. I know that's going to be an immediate ticket sale for some. And tells the story of Will, a small goat with big dreams of being a sports star. Something a little different, maybe for the slightly older kids for some of the humor. The standout here is absolutely gorgeous animation and striking character designs. Who should see it? Families with tweens. Trivia about the movie. The choppy animation style is designed to evoke a more tactical hand-drawn feel and allow for more energetic and dynamic sense of movement. Other movies using the style include Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, its sequel Across the Spider-Verse, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Where to see it? Alamo Drafthouse and College Station, now showing. The Incredibles, 2004.
Uncool.
An all-star cast and groundbreaking animation for its time, The Incredibles was a smash hit when it released in 2004, with widespread critical acclaim and reclaims, and remains a favorite of many fans of Pixar's movie and all these years later. Whether you want to see childhood favorite in theater, or you've got kids who've yet to see it, now's the time.
Yeah, I've got time.
Who should see it? Everyone. It's a Pixar movie from the peak Pixar era. Movie trivia. Director Brad Bird initially made a name for himself in animation, directing episodes in the early days of never-ending animated sitcom The Simpsons. Where to see it? The Gilroys, Sunday, March 1st. Titanic, 1997. Just in time for Valentine's Day, Titanic returns to the screen at Alamo Drafthouse. James Cameron, the Avatar guy, Now classic love story of doomed romance aboard an even more doomed ship stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet as, do I need to tell you this? It's Titanic. My heart will go on and all that. This movie is part of the fabric of cinema at this point. You might want to get your tickets now because this will likely sell it fast. Who should see it? Romantics, people who only know James Cameron as the foreman of the Avatar factory, Billy Zane fanatics. Movie trivia. The door from the end of the movie, I'll avoid spoilers just in case, is currently on display at the Titanic Museum in Branson through to the end of 2026. Now you can have the one argument everyone who has seen the movie has had at some point right in front of the infamous handcrafted prop itself. Where to see it? Alamo Drafthouse, February 22nd and February 25th. Sabrina. If you're in the mood for something truly classic, Billy Wilder's 1954 comedy drama Sabrina, starring Humphrey Bogart and Audrey Hepburn, is a must-see. Based on the play Sabrina Fair, the film follows a love triangle between two brothers, Bogart and William Holden, and the daughter of their wealthy family chauffeur, Hepburn. Who should see it? Fans of old Hollywood, dry wit, and fast, funny banter. Movie trivia. Sabrina won multiple awards, including an Academy Award for Best Costume in Black and White Movie, and a Golden Globe for Best Screenplay. Where to see it? The Gilroys, March 18th. New releases. The beginning of 2026 has been a strong showing for horror and thrillers, with a surprise indie hit based on a short horror video to a blockbuster gory thriller from a director who hasn't dipped his toe in the genre for a while. Iron Lung, 2026. Perhaps the biggest surprise hit of early 2026, Iron Lung, is an indie movie directed and starring a video game streamer, based on a short horror video game and set almost entirely in a single, cramped, and claustrophobic location.
Mr. Markiplier himself. Sorry.
Recent years have seen an uptick in actually watchable movies based on video games, from fun kid movies based on Sonic the Hedgehog, 2020, and Super Mario Bros. 2023, to acclaimed TV shows like The Last of Us 2023 and Fallout 2024. Now it seems like fans of slow burn atmospheric horror get one too. Who should see it? Anyone who enjoys offbeat horror movies with surreal nightmare spins and a tense atmosphere. Movie trivia. The movie was co-written by gaming YouTuber and video game streamer Mark Fishbach, who also directs and stars, along with the game's creator and developer David Szymanski.
That's Markiplier's real name?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Where to see it? College Station, Alamo Drafthouse, and AMC.
Am I a cat? That's one of his videos.
Good luck, have fun, don't die. 2026. If you ask me, one of the best genres of movie is when a filmmaker primarily known for crowd-pleasing blockbusters decides to make something entirely for themselves. Director Gore Verbinski broke through the American remake of The Ring in 2002 before blowing the doors off the box office the following year with Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl. Although Verbinski has made darker, stranger movies before, there's palpable anarchic energy and searing cynicism in his frenetic and mind-bending new satire. Good luck, have fun, don't die. This one is definitely a go in not knowing what to expect kind of experience. Well, who should see it? Anyone who wants to see something unlike anything they've seen before, and Sam Rockwell fans, which should be everyone. Movie trivia. Before movies, Verbinski directed music videos and commercials. One of the commercials was the original Budweiser Frogs ad that everyone of a certain age will remember. Where to see it? College Station, Alamo Drafthouse, AMC, showing from February 12th.
That's today.
Send Help 2026. The highest rated movie by critics of 2026 so far, Send Help is a roller coaster of frenetic, gruesome comedy about two at-odds co-workers stranded on a desert island. Fans of director Sam Raimi, who helped superhero movies like the original Spider-Man trilogy and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, will immediately recognize Send Help for what it is. A gloriously indulgent throwback to the early horror comedy of the Evil Dead movies that got him on the first rungs of the Hollywood ladder. The movie stars Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien, both fully game to take whatever the director throws at them, and it's a lot. Who should see it? Fans of wild, darkly funny, and cartoonishly violent horror comedies, anyone with an off-kilter sense of humor and a strong stomach. Movie trivia. Despite his horror movie roots, this is Romney's first R-rated movie since The Gift in 2000. Where to see it? College Station and Alamo Drafthouse AMC. Wuthering Heights, 2026. Some stories have a timeless quality that allow them to be told over and over with new performers, writers, directors, and movie-making magic, adding something different each time. Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights is one of them, and this new release sees Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi take up the roles of Kathy and Heathcliff in Bronte's enduring story of passion and obsession. Who should see it? Anyone who loves a tragic romance or stories about extremely difficult people. Movie trivia: This new movie includes a soundtrack with new tracks, released as an album by Charlie XCX. Where to see it? Alamo Drafthouse. Now showing. Epic: Elvis Presley in Concert, 2026. Australian director Baz Luhrmann returns to his love of Elvis Presley following his 2022 biopic with a blend of live concert footage, never-before-seen clips, and behind-the-scenes recordings to create a live music experience that gets you closer to the king than ever before. Who should see it? Fans of Elvis, live music, and music history don't want to miss this one. Movie trivia: This concert movie is the result of Luhrmann's search for unseen footage for the Austin Butler starring Elvis from 2022. Where to see it? Alamo Drafthouse from February 24th. Indie, horror, art house, and more. Here's your catch-all section for award-winning indies, art house, and weirder movies that won't be for everyone. Moonlight, 2026. Moonlight is a
Wait, you said it wrong. 2016.
You're right, thank you.
Not, yeah.
Moonlight,
Wait,
2016.
Oh my gosh.
Moonlight, 2016. Moonlight is a 2016 coming-of-age drama about a young man struggling with his identity, sexuality, and his place in the difficult circumstances that raised him. A slow burn, thematically rich, personal drama that's sometimes challenging, sometimes heartbreaking, and other times heartwarming. Moonlight would go on to win Best Picture at the 2017 Academy Awards, along with Best Supporting Actor for Mahershala Ali and Best Supporting Actress for Naomi Harris. Who should see it? Anyone who enjoys a very human drama that leaves them with some things to think about. Movie trivia: The movie was written by Terrell Alvin McCraney, adapted by his own unpublished autobiographical play. Where to see it? The Moxie, February 25th. Twin Peaks: Fire Walk with Me, 1992, and Twin Peaks: The Return, 2017. I'd be betraying myself if I didn't talk about this personal obsession of mine. Twin Peaks is a TV series and movie, and then another TV series more than 2 decades later, co-created by writer Mark Frost and a late great filmmaker David Lynch. It's impossible to distill what makes this bizarre, out-of-time series so special, but if you're a fan of weird fiction or mystery thriller shows like The X-Files or Lost, you owe it to yourself to get into the show, which originally ran for 2 seasons from 1990 to 1991. Alamo Drafthouse is screening the 1992 prequel movie Twin Peaks: The Fire Walk Within Me, released after the show's abrupt cancellation following the 2nd season, along with the 3-episode batches of Twin Peaks: The Return, the 18-part 2017 limited series that revived the show to serve as a sort of coda to the story. I wouldn't recommend these screenings to newcomers unless you're especially brave, but this one is a must for fellow Lynch or Twin Peaks fans. Who should see it? Sickos like me who love surreal, frustrating mysteries with no proper resolution that make you speculate about what it all means forever. Trivia about the movie: David Bowie makes a brief but vital cameo as long-missing FBI agent in the 1992 movie where he, for whatever reason, decides to attempt a Louisiana accent for his character. When asked more than 20 years later about the reuse of his scenes and flashbacks of 2017, Bowie requested that his voice be dubbed by an American actor who was actually from Louisiana, Nathan Frizzell. Where to see it? Alamo Drafthouse, Twin Peaks: Fire Walk Within Me, 1992 feature film, February 19th, Twin Peaks: The Return, 2017 limited series, episodes 1 through 4, February 24th, episodes 5 and 6, March 1st.
Seriously, that long?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, 2021. If you've got kids you want to introduce some slightly more unusual movies, then bizarre but heartwarming comedy Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is a great place to start. The Marcel The film follows Marcel, the titular Shell, his grandmother Connie, and their pet Lynn Allen as they're discovered by a documentary filmmaker and suddenly rocketed to stardom. Who should see it? Families who want to see something different. Trivia: the movie originally started as a series of shorts titled Marcel the Shell. Where to see it? The Moxie, April 11th.
Would that one be considered a, sorry,
It's okay.
like an animated movie or a live action movie? Would that?
I have no clue. It does not say in here. You'll have to go see it.
Mm-hmm.
Springfield, Missouri movie theaters. Find full movie listing, showtimes, ticket purchases, and more. The Moxie, 305 South Campbell Avenue, 101 Suite, Springfield, Missouri, 417-429-0800. Springfield's community-supported art house theater regularly showing older movies, cult hits, and new independent projects from smaller filmmakers. There's a link to see current listings. College Station Movie Theater, 415 West College Street, Springfield, Missouri, 417-877-7695. Locally owned and located in the heart of downtown, College Station Movie Theater offers all the perks of a modern theater, plus eats from local favorites like Pineapple Whip and Big Slice. There's a link to see current listings. The Gilloy's Theater, 325 Park Central East, Springfield, Missouri, 417-863-9491. The historic Gilloy's Theater has stood in Springfield, Missouri's downtown since 1926. The glamorous and lavish location hosts live shows, music, stand-up comedy, and more, along with frequently screening classic movies. There's a link to see current listings. Alamo Drafthouse, 4005 South Avenue, Springfield, Missouri, 417-708-9599. National theater chain Alamo Drafthouse offers modern amenities, food, drink, and frequently holds special screenings, limited runs, and all of the most recent releases. There's a link to see current listings. AMC, 3200 East Montclair Street, Springfield, Missouri. Bless you. 417-319-2260. National theater chains AMC offers comfortable seats, giant screens, and the latest movies. There's a link to see current listings. And that is the end of that article.
Next article of the day is from
Today in History.
Today in History, yeah. I just want to know what this one says. What is BRIT?
Britannica.
Okay. From Britannica in Today in History, February 12th, a featured event happened in 1994. Thieves steal a famous painting, The Scream. Thieves broke into the National Gallery in Oslo. Oslo? What?
Oslo?
Where's Oslo?
I don't know. You're going to have to look it up after.
In Oslo on this day in 1994 and stole The Scream, Edvard
Munch.
No, it has a V. Edvard
Munch.
Yeah, it's The Scream is Edvard's Munch's.
It's okay.
Let me start over. In 1994, thieves stole The Scream, Edvard Munch's most famous painting. Thieves broke into the National Gallery in Oslo, and in a note, they reportedly left at the scene saying, "Thanks for the poor security." The painting was recovered a few months later, largely undamaged.
All right.
Actually, can I read the next one? That one was kind of short.
All right. Would you like to pick an article?
How
about we start at the first one?
Sure. Now here's a better way you can do instead of robbing. Here are things you can do in Springfield, Missouri. From 417 Magazine. I bet you these will be way much better options than robbing. First off is a picture courtesy of Shutterstock. There's a there's a blurred photo of two hands holding champagne bottles and a clear view photo of.
It's a couple clinking wine glasses together.
Right, but you can't really see it in the background. But in the clear vision, you can see candles and
Roses.
yeah. Who let Cupid in? I don't know what it is, but everybody is really feeling the love in the Ozarks this year. I legit thought it was gonna say in the love tonight.
It's okay. How about we keep reading?
In addition to the loads of great date night worthy events happening around the region, there are also countless romantic multi-course dinners for you and your other half, and Galentine's Day events for you and your besties. I do not know what Galentine's Day is.
Galentine's Day is a day where single women get to celebrate with each other.
Ah, okay. Oh, gal. Yeah, that does make sense. The article goes on to say, scroll down or click through to the Datebook blog for all the fun community events. Check out our guide to Valentine's Day fun. There's a link that you can click on around town, or just pursue the 417 calendar. That's also a link, which is RIFE.
Rife.
With more Heart Day events than I could ever fit here. By the way, if you haven't gotten a little something special for your someone special yet, you might find sweet inspiration by reading our Q&A with Bon Bon's Candy House owner, Bonnie Nolan. That's another link. And don't forget, time is running out to enter for a chance to win our Best of 417 Dining Bundle. That's also a link. Entries close February 18th, and the winner gets gift cards from Best of 417. That's another link. Winning restaurants and a basket full of kitchen goodies, all valued at more than $1,000. Think of all the dates, nights, and friend hangs you can fund with that major award. February 12th to 14th, there's a February market located at Back Road Relics. Oh, no, it's a place called Back Road Relics. This vintage and antique boutique in Bolivar is only open one weekend each month, featuring all the best finds the owner has snagged recently. This month, look for antique antique rugs, tons of art, hand-painted vases, and even unique items like a fireplace around. February 13th, Galentine's Day at the workshop at Finley Farms. There's a little bit of everything at this Fun Girls Night Out event, from wine tastings and live music to mini spa treatments and permanent jewelry. You can even get to craft your own cocktails and mocktails and munch on some tasty sweet treats. This event is free and doesn't require pre-registration, but you can pre-order some tasty treats online. February 13th to 15th, masterclass at Gilloy's Theater. This play centers around an opera legend named Maria Callas. It takes place in the 1970s when Callas is teaching a masterclass at Juilliard, and reflecting on her life and career. According to the Ozarks Lyric Opera, the play explores themes of artistic sacrifice, the emotional depth required in opera, and the legacy of a celebrated yet troubled artist. The show features Jennifer Eifert as Callas. You also have the option to add a ticket to Red Curtain Affair as well, which gets you access to a pre-show event on Friday evening. February 13th to 14th, all the way to 28th, Winter Wine Series at the Warman House at Big Cedar Lodge. Throughout the month of February, Big Cedar Lodge's annual celebration of taste festivals features several wine-centric events. The Winter Wine Series highlights wines at each event, all of them paired with a multi-course meal. 1, 2, 3.
It's okay. You don't need to label how many there are.
There's 3 events you can do on February 14th. First off is the Inside Out at Lost Hill Park. Bring your rock-loving kids to this educational event at Lost Hill Park where they can learn all about minerals and fossils, go on a fossil hunt, and learn about the geology of the Gaboni Cave. Register in advance. You could go to Matthew and Gunnar Nelson at the
Atos
Center for the Performing Arts. If you're still looking for a Valentine's Day activity, take your music-loving date to see Matthew and Gunnar Nelson, the twin brothers behind the band Nelson, who are also part of a 7-generation long musical family legacy. However, if music or rock finding isn't your thing, you could do painting at Hammond's Hall for the Performing Arts. Part of the Springfield Symphony Orchestra Classical Series, this concert features
Requiem
of Gabriel
Fauré. Overtures Sapientu
by
Hildegard von Bingen
and
Cynthia Matthias de Malar
by
Paul Hindersmith.
Wow, you're good. For this event, the Springfield Symphony Orchestra is joined on stage by
Soprano
Tara Stafford
Spires
and bass Jonathan Stins, who provide vocals. 3 things you can do on February 15th. At Landers Theater, Come From Away. This emotional and beloved musical tells the story of 7,000 airline passengers stranded after the events of September 11th and the town in Newfoundland that welcomed them. Or you can go to Mama's
Moo-Moos and Margs
at Split Social Kitchen. Bring your favorite gals to Split for a 5-course dinner described as girls' dinner but elevated. Games, cocktails, permanent jewelry, and more. Oh, and per the event's name, be sure to wear what you most comfy.
To wear your most comfy moo-moo.
What's that?
It's a type of apparel.
Like a piece of clothing?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did I already say this one?
Nope. It's happening at the same location, this is a different event.
Okay. The
Slocan Ramblers
at the
Atos Center
for the Performing Arts. This group of talented musicians has performed at the Grand Ole
Opry
and won several awards, including the 2020 IBMA Momentum Band of the Year and the award. No.
It's okay.
This group of talented musicians has performed at the Grand Ole Opry and won several awards, including the 2020 IBMA Momentum Band of the Year Award and the 2023 Canadian Folk Music Awards Assemble of the Year Award. They bring their bluegrass tunes to Nixa this month. On February 16th, Pasta 101, Ganucci edition.
Nochi.
Huh?
Nochi.
So the G silent.
Mm-hmm.
Nochi edition date night experience at Finley Farms. This fun event is a great one for couples who love to cook together or who want to learn how. Instructors teach guests on how to make potato gnocchi in this
Noki.
Noki in this chef-led hands-on class. Afterward, sit down for a 3-course meal with wine pairings. This event is for ages 21 and older. And then February 18th, the Simon and Garfunkel story at Juanita K. Hammond's Hall for the Performing Arts. Head to Juanita K. Hammond's Hall for the Performing Arts to see the story of the musical legends Art Garfunkel and Paul Simon from the earliest days of their partnership through their breakup in the 1970s and beyond. You'll hear lots of the artists' hits like Cecilia and Bridge Over Troubled Waters performed by the show's cast.
All right, and that's the end of that article. From Springfield Daily Citizen, Maria Callas comes to life in Ozarks Lyric Opera's production of Masterclass, written by Jeff Kissinger. The article starts with an album cover of Masterclass. I'm sorry, not an album cover, an advertisement poster of Maria Callas' Masterclass that has the main star in front of the words Masterclass. Jennifer Effort stars as Maria Callas in Ozarks Lyric Opera's production of Masterclass, February 13th and 15th at the historic Gilloy's Theater. Terrence McNally's Tony Award-winning play offers an intimate, fiery, and deeply human look at Callas, a legendary opera soprano. This play captures the heart of what Ozark Lyric Opera does best, Lindsay Wheatley, Ozark Lyric Opera's marketing director, said in a media release. It celebrates excellence, mentorship, and the transformative power of music, while revealing the humanity behind an icon. Matt Henney directs Masterclass for Ozark Lyric Opera, and the cast includes Perry Mayers, Manny the accompanist, Veronica Urina, Sophie, Craig Moman, Anthony, and Lexi Smith, Sharon. Set during a masterclass at Juilliard, Masterclass finds Callas at the height of her fame and vulnerabilities as she coaches young singers while reflecting on her remarkable career, personal sacrifices, and uncompromising artistry. The play weaves music and memory and biting wit into compelling meditation on what it means to be great. Unlike a traditional opera, Masterclass is a straight play infused with some of the most beloved arias in the repertoire, including excerpts from Norma, Tosca, La Traviata, and Carmen, that offers an accessible and powerful entry point into the world of classical music and theatrical storytelling to longtime opera lovers and newcomers alike. Masterclass contains mature themes and strong language and is recommended for ages 14 and up. Performances are scheduled for 7:30 p.m. February 13th and 2:30 p.m. February 15th. Tickets are available at the Gilloy's Theater website or by calling 417-863-9491. Seating is limited. All right, and that is the end of that article.
Since I did too, let me look for
Here, how about you do this one?
Oh, I was gonna say, could you read the next one since I did too?
You asked to read too.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. I just think it's fair.
You were the one that asked to read too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll read the next one.
Springfield Daily Citizen. Kickapoo's deep, cohesive, and win-heavy senior class relishing its final season together. Fifth-ranked Chiefs atop district standing in key stretch. The article starts with a slideshow of Knicks' Adam McKnight in an action shot against 3 senior defenders, Brian Robideau, Brock Thompson, and Reese Kimry.
And that referee's just standing there like...
There's a referee in the back of the photo, yes. There was a veteran poise in Kickapoo's 71-60 home win over Nixa that was about as evident as its backcourt depth. In a packed and booming Hall of Fame, court setting appropriate for 2 Class 6 state-ranked teams and conference rivals, the Chief had a way of absorbing every blow from brawny and hard-nosed Nixa, 17-3, team down the stretch. Equally as impressive for Kickapoo, 16-5, ranked number 5 in the latest state coaches poll, was its ability to corral its own emotion. 11 months had passed since Nix had buried a dramatic game-winning three-pointer in a district champion game that eliminated junior-loaded Kickapoo team that had the means to make a deep state tournament push. "We've been waiting for this game for a whole year," said guard Elijah Nabors, 11 points, among the Chiefs' mainstays, and one of 9 players in a robust senior class. It showed. Kickapoo led by as much as 13 points thanks to a second-quarter scoring flurry by Northwest Missouri State-bound guard Reese Kimry, a 4-year letterman whose buckets against the Eagles often preceded elation. But when Kimry, 21 points, cooled off late, Nix's trio of Adam McKnight, 23 points, Ty Kellis, 21 points, and Randy Flint, 7 points. Also 3 physical standout football players who played significant roles in last year's third-place state hoops finish helped cut the Chiefs' lead to 60-56 with about 4 minutes left in regulation. Senior guard Braden Rubidoux, who hit a key three-pointer earlier in the quarter, would subsequently answer with a driving layup to help douse Nix's run. Riley Tan, another senior guard, would can a three-pointer on the Chiefs' subsequent possession to help extend the lead. "We're so experienced and mature, we rely on each other in these situations," said Rubidoux, who had 15 points. "We knew we were much more experienced than them and used that to our advantage. Losing at the buzzer to Nixa was heartbreaking. I'm just so proud of us." There is another shot of Kickapoo's student section celebrating a fourth quarter three-point shot on Tuesday, February 10th, 2026 in Springfield. Photo by Ellie Freistack. It is a photo of the student section as they are cheering in front of them are 6 players running down the court, and a referee blowing his whistle. Neighbors, whose class also includes reserves Andrew Kinman, Carter Christie, and Robinson Lee, agreed. "We've been playing together since we were young. It just comes from being together all the time," Nibber said. "We're family. If one guy is down, we pick him up, then the next guy. It's his turn. We just play off that." But Kickapoo head coach Mitch McHenry, tradition-rich, defensive-laden squad isn't just stocked with experienced, savvy guards, including senior Vincent Mahari. As part its regular rotation, senior 6'3" forward Brock Thompson, 10 points, has dozens of varsity games under his belt and has been the Chiefs' most reliable interior figure alongside Springfield junior Will Wynn. Against the Knicks team that attacks the offensive glass, Thompson's service was key. "We're not as big as them," Nibber said. They're big football players. We had to get more physical than they were and outplay them. Could a more consequential rematch be in the works come district tournament time? Oh yeah, Neighbor said. All right, how about we read this one so we don't forget which one?
Next article from, once again from 417 magazine is, we review the table. The table offers a laid-back service style and approachable food, all in a stunning space attached to a circa
1986 flour mill.
Right, 1896 flour mill. And it's by Tessa Cooper. Yeah, Tessa Cooper. There's a photo by Katie Sinclair, and it just shows,
It shows several dishes that they'll be sampling later in the article.
such as a muffin, meat with olives. Are those olives?
They're jalapenos.
They have a fruit bowl right here too with blueberries.
It looks like it's granola and blueberries, and a peanut butter milkshake.
Oh, that peanut butter milkshake looks good.
Do you want to read the article?
Hang on, I'm stuck on a word.
I romanticize
My life like it's a sport and fully believe ordinary days should be filled with beauty. So when I got my first look at the gorgeous interior of the table, located at 610 North Prospect Avenue, Springfield, Missouri, 65802, or you can call them at 417-812-7388. I wasn't as surprised as most people to learn that it's a counter service style restaurant offering every day approachable food in LIEU
In lieu.
of fine dining. Because why shouldn't every meal be enjoyed under a dazzling chandelier and next to dramatic floor to stealing pink drapes? Yeah. The tables offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner menus, and for this review, I went once for breakfast and once for lunch. For breakfast, I brought along my husband, Chandler, sorry. We ordered a variety of things to split, including the biscuits and gravy, the breakfast burrito, yogurt parfait, and a blueberry muffin. I knew I had to try some coffee, so I got the peanut butter cookie latte. Ooh, I don't like coffee though.
Madison, remember, no opinions. We've got to read the article.
Sorry. The peanut butter cookie latte is a seasonal special. It was a little less sweet than I was expecting, which was a pleasant surprise in my book. I have a strong preference for a little spice in my biscuits and gravy, and the sausage vision really delivered. The blueberry muffin had great flavor and texture. I loved that it came with soft butter. And the yogurt parfait was pretty basic, yet satisfying. However, the best thing I tasted was the so tender braised pork in the breakfast burrito. It stood out, yet worked really well with the white cheddar queso. Crispy potatoes and lime crema.
Where are we? Crema?
Dare I say it, this was one of the best breakfast burritos I've ever had. And I'd also say the spice was at the perfect level for the first meal of the day. There's another photos by Katie Sinclair, one showing the outside of the restaurant and one showing the inside of the restaurant. It's got a fireplace on the inside, right smack in the middle. As for the outside, it's got a well paved out staircase that leads to the doors. For lunch, I went with a group of friends and tried the table bowl. It featured the same braised pork that won me over on the breakfast burrito, plus other makings of a Tex-Mex dish like pico de gallo, feta, and
feta,
and a cilantro lime
vinaigrette.
It all rested on a bed of quinoa that was cooked to perfection. For a drink pairing, I opt for the prickly pear margarita. It proved to be a good choice. Other people in my group tried the fried chicken sandwich and burger, and everyone's plates were clean by the end of the meal. There are many other dishes I like to try on the menu, particularly the figgy toast, which was unfortunately sold out on my lunch visit. It features pistachios, fig jam, goat cheese, and
bruschetta,
which are 4 ingredients I always loved in unison. I bet you've already picked up on the fact that I love a spicy dish, so you know I will enjoy the addition of hot honey and candied jalapenos. Bottom line, this is a restaurant where you can bring a group of people with vastly different tastes and everyone can find something they like, whether that's street tacos or steak. Ooh, I'm in. If the table were a person, she'd be that down-to-earth friend who just happens to be stunning. I can see why she's popular. Let's see. There's a link about the table that you can click on. Mondays through Thursdays, it's open at 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. On Fridays, it's open once more at 7:30 a.m. but closes at 10 p.m. And on Saturday, it's 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
All right. At the end of the article?
Yes.
We are currently broadcasting live from the Blind Community Thrift Store, situated at 2713 North Kansas Expressway in Springfield, Missouri. For additional information about our store, please visit our official website at www.blindcommunitythriftstore.com. To explore more of our video content, including movie reviews with Matt and Meredith, adaptive technology training videos, and other informative material, please visit our YouTube channel by searching for Blind Community Thrift Store. Our organization is dedicated to supporting the blind community through various initiatives and our online platforms serve as valuable resources for community engagement and education. All right. From the Springfield News-Leader, Missouri State football impact transfers to watch for the 2026 season. Signing day is over and the transfer portal is closed. Missouri State football's incoming class is complete, so there's no better time to look at the top Bears 2026 transfers. Two things are worth noting. First, this isn't a complete list of transfers. Rather, it's only the 5 that have the highest potential for Missouri State in 2026. And secondly, there will not be any freshmen on this list. For a list of the Bears' impact freshmen, click the link put on the page. All stars listed are transfers unless otherwise noted. Stratton Schufeld, position LB, former school UTEP, stars 3. Schufelt played sparingly for the Miners in 2025, but still showed flashes, including a 7-tackle performance against Delaware and a 5-tackle showing against Texas. He was named to the Conference USA All-Freshman team in 2024. Isaiah Myers, position WR, former school Western Kentucky, stars 3 HS. Myers only has 2 catches for 43 yards with the Hilltoppers in 2025, but he has potential. In 2023, he was named a first-team NGCAA All-American for Independence Community College. The article parts with a photo of Missouri State football capping off its first homecoming weekend as part of Conference USA with a hard-fought win in 6 straight. It looks to be cheerleaders walking down the line holding a banner. This photo was taken on November 15, 2025 and provided by Michael Goldage.
Oh, no, that's not a banner. I think that's like
It's a rolled up banner.
Oh, yeah, it looks like you would see those on tug of war, you know?
Yes, but it's a rolled up banner.
Right.
Joel Capasso, position CB, former school Duquesne, stars 3. Capasso is a defensive back by trade, racking up 28 tackles for the Dukes in 2025. However, he also stars on special teams, averaging 30.7 yards per kick return last season and even getting occasional reps on offensive at running back at his prior stop by Division II Findlay. Isaiah Villanueva, position OL, former school Jackson State, stars 0. Don't let his low ranking fool you. Villanueva offered versatility at both guard and center for the Tigers. He helped clear the way for an offense that rushed for over 3,200 yards, ranking 8th nationally in the FCS at over 200 yards per game. Dylan Brooks, position edge, former school Kansas, stars 4 HS. Brooks has talent, committing to Auburn as a blue-chip recruit in 2021. However, he dealt with injuries throughout his career, leading to his transfer to the Jayhawks and missing all of the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Still, if he can stay healthy, he can be a welcome addition to the pass rush in 2026. That is the end of that article.
Sorry, you read the next one.
From the Springfield News-Leader, Dick's House of Sports, coming to Battlefield Mall in 2027. Article written by Janice Reeser. Dick's Sporting Goods will open a House of Sport store at Battlefield Mall, according to a community announcement. The new location is scheduled to open in 2027. It will be the 12th House of Sport location in Simon Property Group's portfolio. The store will span more than 100,000 square feet and will offer a variety of immersive experiences, according to the announcement. These include a climbing wall, golf bays with TrackMan simulators, and hit tracks multi-sport cages for baseball, softball, and soccer. A powerful complement. The announcement comes as Battlefield Mall continues to evolve. Dillard's opened a new location at the mall in 2025. The Dick's House of Sport concept. Dick's House of Sport is a concept store that offers an elevated sports retail experience. The store features a wide assortment of products and in-store experiences. The addition of Dick's House of Sport is expected to drive foot traffic and enhance revenue at Battlefield Mall, according to the announcement. About Simon Property Group. Simon Property Group is a real estate investment trust that owns and operates shopping, dining, and entertainment and mixed-use destinations. It has a portfolio of properties across the country. That is the end of that article.
Speaking of new locations, another thing that's going to be a new location is from Springfield Daily Citizen, and this is by Answer Man saying, reader asks about the development just east of New Target. And this is by Steve Polkin. Polkin? Yeah. There's a picture of construction going on. You can see the Target store in the background as that's not a tractor, a bulldozer.
Construction equipment.
Right. Readers asks about the large building under construction just east of the new Target on West Sunshine, and this photo is by Steve Polkin. First off, Answer Man said, I live on the west side of Springfield. I am excited for Target's grand opening. This morning on my way to work, I noticed a new building going up just east of Target behind Olive Garden. It looks like 3 large concrete walls, but I didn't see any signage.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's being built there? I'd love to find out. Oh, Dave Bowering of Springfield said this. So what's Answer Man?
That's the type of article it is. That's why you read Answer Man. Reader asks about.
But he was the one that said this quote.
Yes, he's asking a question, and then this is the person who's answering.
Okay, all right, now this is, that was his question, this is the answer. First, let's review. This entire development at the entire development at the southeast corner of West Sunshine and West Bypass is called the Sunshine Town Center. Did I say West Bypass?
Mm-hmm.
From west to east along Sunshine, you will have Target, Olive Garden, Blue Currant, Credit Union, and Wendy's. That information is from the Greene County's assessor's website. The new
148,000
square foot Target will be the second in Springfield and will open around March 15th. I was overjoyed when I finally heard the date. That's because on August 30th of 2024, I wrote an Answer Man column in response to my wife's question, when will the new Target open up? I was met with so much cloak and dagger
secrecy
by Target and non-disclosure agreements that the best ever I could come up for her was, hopefully before I die. There's a There's a picture of a building with the concrete walls that I was talking to you about. The listing by Jared Commercial states the new building will have space for 6 individual businesses. This photo is by Steve Polkin. The large building under construction that you're talking about, Dave, is on 5 acres. Building being developed by Springfield West Partners Limited Liability Company. It's off of Sunshine Street to the south. It borders Farm Road 133 and is zoned for commercial use. Listing says, ideal setting for a wide range of business looking to thrive. I reached out to Thomas Keeley.
Thomas Keeley.
Walker, registered agent for Springfield West Partners and the developer of Sunshine Town Center. He is a graduate of Missouri State University, and he has the St. Louis address according to filings with the Missouri
Secretary
of State. I did not hear back. Walker had some experience with this intersection. He developed the Walmart Supercenter on the southwest corner, which opened 25 years ago. He also developed the Walmart Supercenter in Ozarks. There's a picture of more construction, and you can see the Target building way off in the distance. According to information on the Greene County Assessor's website, the structure will be a Wendy's. Farther to the west is the sign for the new Target on West Sunshine Street. This photo was taken by Steve Plotkin. I also contacted Jared Commercial, a Springfield real estate company, which had a sign at the property. When I called Jared Commercial, I was referring to the company's website, which lists the properties the company is handling. The listing states the building, when finished, will have 31,955 square feet and will have 6 spaces for individual businesses. It will lease for $35 to $75 per square foot. The listing further states, this prime commercial property offers unparalleled visibility and access, perfectly positioned on a signalized corner lot and anchored by Target. It's close to proximity.
Yep.
Did I say right? Proximity?
Mm-hmm.
To U.S. Highway 60, ensures maximum exposure and accessibility for potential tenants. With its prime location and strong anchor tenant, this property presents an ideal setting for a wide range of businesses looking to thrive in a high traffic area. In other words, Dave, at this point, it doesn't look like the tenants are known. That's it for that article.
All right. From the Springfield News-Leader, veteran defense attorney James Hayes joins Wampler and Passanese. Article written by Janice Reeser. Springfield criminal defense attorney James R. Hayes has joined Wampler and Passanese as an attorney, according to a community announcement. Hayes brings nearly 20 years of experience to the firm, having represented clients charged with serious offenses including homicide, robbery, and drug trafficking, according to the announcement. He is licensed in Missouri and before the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Missouri. Hayes has litigated appeals before the Missouri Court of Appeals, the Missouri Supreme Court, and the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals. He has also served as a special public defender in high-stakes cases, including complex murder trials. Hayes has a distinguished career. James' attention to detail and reputation among judges and lawyers is exemplary. Joseph Passanese, criminal defense attorney and managing partner at Wampler and Passanese said in the announcement. We are blessed to have him on our team as he will make a difference every day in our clients' lives. His years of trial experience and strong work ethic are a perfect fit for our firm, and we are honored to have him. There is a portrait shot of James R. Hayes provided by Wampler and Passanese as he stands in front of a bookshelf in a blue suit with a red tie. Hayes earned his undergraduate degree from Evangel University in 2001 and his law degree from the University of Missouri-Kansas City School of Law in 2008. During law school, he served as president of the Student Bar Association and contributed to the school's advocacy programs, including the National Mock Trial Team and the Moot Court Executive Board, according to the announcement. He was selected to serve as Criminal Justice Act attorney, a process that identifies attorneys qualified to accept federal appointments in criminal cases. He was also chosen to serve as a mentor attorney, guiding less experienced and potential panel members. Hayes is a member of the Springfield Metropolitan Bar Association and the Missouri Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers. He also serves as an adult scout leader in Scouting America Troop 235 and a Cub Master and Den leader for PAC 221. He was chosen by the Foundation for Springfield Public Schools to serve an ambassador in the program's second class educating on district programs and services. He has also trained volunteer advocates for court-appointed special advocates, a national organization of trained volunteers who advocate for abused and neglected children in the court system, according to the announcement. About Wampler and Passanese. Wampler and Passanese is led by managing partner Joseph S. Passanese and attorneys Thomas Carver and James Hayes, according to the announcement. And that is the end of that article.
Hang on.
I haven't read this one yet.
That's a long one.
Okay, then what about this one?
Sure. Okay. Next article is from Springfield Daily Citizen. North Glenstone CID to fund security and beautification efforts. Am I pronouncing that right? Beautification?
Beautification.
I never thought in my life I would say that word. The Springfield City Council approved a petition to establish the special taxing district on February 9th. And this article is by Jack McGee. First off, there's a photo of a bunch of
different signs on Glenstone,
such as Quality Inn and Suites, offering free hot breakfasts, Six Motel, Drury Inn, Comfort Inn and Suites, Whole Hog Cafe, and what's that? Oh, Ruby Tuesday. Yeah. Several hotels and motels stand in Springfield on Glenstone Avenue near Interstate 44, and this is not by. This photo was taken by Shannon Kay. One of the gateways into Springfield from Interstate 44 will see investments in the security and beautification through a new community improvement district. The Springfield City Council on February 9th approved a petition to establish the special taxing district on North Glenstone Avenue, which simultaneously authorizing the city to enter a cooperative agreement with the new CID. A political subdivision of the state, the CID will have a life of 27 years and the authority to impose a 1% sales and use tax on retail sales within the district, subject to the approval of qualified voters in the district through a mail-in ballot election. The district is comprised of 48 parcels owned by 33 property owners on both sides of North Glenstone between between I-44 and East Turner Street. Combined, the 48 parcels make up a 172.09 acre area. There's a picture of blueprints, such as is it a diaphragm or diagram?
Diagram.
A diagram of North Springfield community improvements. The North Glenstone Community Improvement District is comprised
You just write that sentence. It's okay.
of 48 parcels along both sides of Gladstone, just like I said, just south of Kearney Street. State law requires CID
Petitions.
to be signed by real property owners collectively owning more than 50% of the real property by
Assessed.
value and by more than 50 per capita, okay, of all owners of real property inside the proposed district. The petition submitted to the
Petition.
what did I say?
You said petition. It's petition. It's okay.
Submitted to the city clerk contains the signature of 17 out of 33, or 52% of real property owners, who own 62% of the total
Assessed.
value of property inside the district, according to city documents. Bulk of revenues to support
Revenues.
security. Recommended for approval by city staff, the North Glenstone CID is the 22nd Community Improvement District in Springfield, according to Amanda,
Olsenhell.
the city's director of economic
Vitality.
I don't want to say
It's okay.
economic.
Mm-hmm.
Economic, okay. If approved by voters, the 1% sales tax authorized by the city council would increase the overall sales tax in the district to a 9.1%. Also comprised of state, county, and city taxes. The bulk of revenues from the 1% sales tax, which is expected to generate more than $1.8 million within the first year, which would support security services, estimated to cost about $1.5 million per year. Eligible security services include security
Personnel.
training, administration, office rent, vehicle expenses, insurance, and the purchase and lease of security equipment and facilities for the protection of property within the district. Meanwhile, beautification efforts are estimated to cost under $144,000 per year. According to the cooperative agreement, these dollars can be used for lawns, trees, and other landscaping, roads, streets, sidewalks, ramps, alleys, traffic signs, traffic signals, utilities, parking garages, parking lots, and other related site and off-site improvements such as streetscapes, lighting, benches, or other seating furnitures such as truss receptacles, marquees, I guess you could say tables, awnings, canopies, walls, and barriers. We live near down here.
What is that a photo of?
It's a photo of Glenstone Avenue.
Looking north from the intersection at Kearney Street.
Yeah, and this photo is by Jack McGee. Yeah, there's the double tree apartment right here.
A hotel.
Or, yeah. Oh, I'm just saying, in Vermont, we had a
Well,
hotel that looked like that.
That's awesome. Do you want to keep reading?
Yeah. The CID also anticipates, no, not a hotel, an apartment, either way. The CID also anticipates about $100,000 in annual costs related to a professional engineering, legal, and consulting fees, as well as any other improvements authorized under state law. In addition, the CID will pay an administration fee equal to 1.5% of revenues.
Revenues.
That's what I said, revenues.
Revenues.
To the city for costs incurred to establish the district review,
Reimbursable.
project costs, and annual budgets, and participate in certain district functions. While established by the City Council, the CID will be overseen by a 5-member board of directors consisting of 4 property or business owners within the district and 1 Springfield registered voter who does not have any financial interest in any property or business in the district. In addition to the petition, in approving the petition, the City Council appointed an initial board of Bill Hobbs, who is the Director of Operations for Elliott
Lodging.
which is associated with several properties on North Glenstone. Then there's Darren
Harrelson.
a Chief Operating Officer for O'Reilly Hospitality Management, which owns multiple properties in the district, including the Doubletree by Hilton. Yeah, see, Doubletree, yeah. Missy Handyside, the General Manager of the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center, located at 2546 North Glenstone Avenue. Gary Leonard, who owns property in the CID through UB Properties, LLC. And Cameron Cassad.
Cassad. Good.
An attorney serving as the city's representative with no financial interest in the district. Future board members will be appointed by the mayor with the consent of the city council. Tourism executive, North Glenstone, clearly one of Springfield's front doors. Corey Collins, an attorney with Hush Blackwell, who prepared the petition on behalf of property owners, said at the February 2nd public hearing on the proposed CID that many of Springfield's community improvement districts were designed to
reimburse infrastructure
projects. In contrast, Collins said the North Glenstone CID is a completely and wholly without the with
wholly. It sounds the same, but it's a different word.
Yeah, it's got a W in it. For lack of better term,
altruistic
approach to it. Okay, because all the money is going to be used to improve this is the existing district. The goals are security and beautification to generally create a more safe atmosphere in the area, clean up, and hopefully transition into creating a very nice area for many first impression folks that come to town, Collins said. There's a shot of cars going by and a bunch of
there is signage on both sides of North Glenstone between Interstate 44 and Kearney Street.
You can see stuff like Phillips 66 or Rapid Roberts. You can see Echo, Lodge, Best Western, and in my clear shot, I could see Ziggy's Cafe.
Nice.
Yeah, signage both lines of North Glenstone Avenue between Interstate 44 and Kearney Street. Photo taken by Jack McGee. I think it's a great use of a CID. I think most people would agree. No cost to the city's budget. This is purely going to be
Born.
with an E
Mm-hmm.
by people that are using goods and services in that district, and all the money will be poured back into the district. We viewed it as a general win-win. Mark,
Pickwood.
President and CEO of Visit Springfield, also spoke in favor of the proposed CID at the February 2nd meeting. Heckwitt said North Glenstone is clearly one of Springfield's front doors. With 18 of the corridor's 28 hotels, including 2 key convention centers, North Glenstone also plays a prominent role in Springfield's hospitality industry. Despite the strong lodging and entertainment offerings, the corridor suffers from aging landscape, inconsistent lighting, and visible homelessness, creating a
Perception.
gap that impacts visitor confidence and hotel performance. Heckwood said, this creation of a CID through a dedicated funding source for security and beautification along Glenstone Avenue will ensure one of Springfield's primary gateways embodies safety, vibrancy, and community pride. While supportive of North Glenstone's CID, council members called for oversight of CIDs. There's a picture of Monica Horton, the city council representative for Zone 1 in Springfield, as she's most likely talking to an audience as she's sitting next to her laptop. This photo was taken by Jim Wilson. Council member Monica Horton said she was surprised to learn that North Glenstone didn't already have a CID due to the type of economic activity that occurs there. By allocating resources to public safety, Horton suggested that CID could lighten the road on the Springfield Police Department, which has recently made targeted efforts to address crime in the area. Horton said, I don't know what to expect. Well, I don't know what to extent. I don't know to what extent, but we're still...
I don't know to what extent we're still allocating
resources for overtime pay to address those hot spot areas, but to see a shift of resources where folks can pretty much self-use the resources to do some self-governance, I think that would be a value add. While emphasizing his support for the North Glenstone CID, which he described as a great example of how a community improvement district can be used to make improvements in targeted areas that the city otherwise wouldn't have the resources to accomplish, Councilor member Braden J. Jensen said at the February 9th meeting that he had received communications expressing concerns over the city's oversight of CIDs generally. While this specific project is an example of how CIDs can be properly used, we have seen examples just since I've been on council where developers utilize these special taxing districts to pay for costs that would normally be borne by the property owner, Jensen said. There's a photo of Springfield City Council member Brandon Jensen, Zone 3, attending a meeting of the Springfield attending a meeting of the Springfield City Council on Monday, October 7th of 2024, and this photo was taken by Jim Wilson. We've also seen some recent examples, including the Galloway CID and the Sunshine Town Center CID, that failed to meet reporting and governance requirements due to the limited oversight ability of the city. There are also a number of examples statewide where the state auditor, did I say right? Mm-hmm. Has found significant abuse of special taxing districts, particularly CIDs, by property owners who have used taxpayer funds for surely private improvements in violation with state law. Jensen suggests that the city council consider how the city is structuring agreements with the community improvement districts and how those districts may be amended and reported to align with the state law. Horton also expressed interest in city council looking into the accountability and oversight of CIDs. Horton then said, CIDs certainly serve a purpose, but to the extent that oversight and preserving the public trust with those public dollars, with the
levying
of the 1% additional tax to say that CIDs, I think that there is a level of responsibility that comes with the council giving this sort of authority to an additional
political
subdivision.
Nice. That is the end of that article. From the Springfield Business Journal, Cox Health adds publisher, bank president to board.
I do not understand what I just read. Sorry.
The article starts with a photo of the who they're adding to the president, bank president to the board. Cox Health adds Logan Aguirre to its board of directors, and it is a portrait shot of a woman wearing a gold necklace in front of a blue background, wearing a red shirt. Community leader Logan Aguirre and Jocelyn Baldner have been added to the Cox Health board of directors. They will begin serving immediately. We are thrilled to have Logan and Jocelyn join our board, said Sally Hargis, chair of the Cox Health Board of Directors, in a news release. Each brings unique leadership strengths that will add tremendous value as Cox Health continues to expand and elevate the care we provide across the region. Aguirre is publisher and owner of Whittaker Publishing LLC, the media company behind 417 Magazine, Biz 417, and other regional lifestyle publications. As an industry leader who connects people across sectors through meaningful content and experiences, Logan always has her finger on the pulse of our area, said Max Buteau, Cox Health's president and CEO, in release. Her insight and community involvement will help guide us as we broaden our reach across Southwest Missouri. Baldner is president and CEO of Central Bank, NASDAQ CPC. She spent more than 25 years in the banking industry. Jocelyn's commitment to the well-being of Springfield and the surrounding area goes far beyond the work she does in the banking world, Buteau says. Her dedication and service-minded leadership will play a meaningful role in shaping the decisions of our board moving forward. Cox Health is governed by a 27-member volunteer board made up of community business and industry leaders, according to the release. All right, that is the end of that article.
You talked about Mercy earlier.
I don't remember.
No, about this.
This is Cox Health.
Oh, Cox Health and Mercy are the same thing, right?
Nope, they are two different hospitals.
Because speaking of hospital, this is by SBJ, and it talks about longtime Mercy administrator to retire. Bill
Hennessy
has worked at Mercy for nearly 4 decades. Wow. Sorry, can you... First off, this is by Jeff Pickle.
Mm-hmm. Bill Hennessy.
A Mercy Springfield Communities administrator who has worked for the health system for nearly 4 decades is retiring.
Hennessy,
65, said in an interview with Springfield Business Journal that his retirement is effective on March 1st. Hey, that's one of my friend's birthdays.
Hennessy,
currently serves as the health system's vice president of mission, a role he's held for around a decade. After 4 years in the U.S. Army Medical Service, Corps, the S is silent.
Mm-hmm.
Hernessey's roles at Mercy have included marketing, clinic operations, and hospital leader in Mountain View. He was influential in the 2012 name change of the health system to Mercy from St. John's, and he helped establish the health system's clinic network. I can see it's been an amazing 37 years. There's a season for everything, and eventually it needed to be time for that next chapter. He said, "We got amazing leaders in place. I'm just so confident with the folks that we have here in the ministry. It felt like a good time." In retirement, Hennessy said he's looking forward to spending more time with his wife, Dawn, and his family. I have 3 kids. I have kids in 3 different cities and doubling down on his nonprofit work. I'm blessed, he said. I've got great health, thank goodness. Hennessy's civic work has included service with the Kitchen Incorporated, United Way, or Ozarks region, Catholic Charities of Southern Missouri Incorporated, and Crosslines Community Outreach. And he has been involved with the National Day of Prayer and the Mayor's Commission on Community Investment. Asked about
succession
planning for the vice president of mission role, Hennessy said the position was posted and the health system should make an announcement soon. He said his duties beyond the VP of mission position would be reassigned. Hennessy in 2024 was recognized in the administrator category for SBJ's Health Care Champions. For the Health Care Champions profile, friend Dane
Reader,
Vice President and General Manager of the Springfield Cardinals, said Hennessy's passion is a multiplier. One good employee is fantastic, but someone who makes 20 people better is even more valuable,
Reader
said at the time. Where Bill excelled and continues to excel is to multiply effectiveness of every group he is part of. Yeah, March 1st is one of my friend's birthdays.
That's the end of that article. From the Springfield Business Journal, MSU names accounting school after Pendleton family. The article starts with a picture of Sherry Law and Sally Phillips, who are representing the Pendleton family as they stand in front of a Missouri State podium labeled Missouri State College of Business, and a background that has a similar wording, Missouri State College of Business, printed multiple times. This article was written by Claudette Riley. The School of Accountancy at Missouri State University will now carry the name of the Pendleton family. The university announced a 7-figure gift and the naming change during a February 9th ceremony in Glass Hall, home of the College of Business. The specific donation amount from the Pendletons was undisclosed. The Pendleton Family School of Accountancy has nearly 600 undergraduate and graduate students and 12 faculty members, including Director Kimberly Church. This milestone moment, the university's first named school, was made possible thanks to a significant 7-figure gift from alumni Dick Pendleton and his 3 daughters, said Brent Dunn, executive director of the MSU Foundation, in a news release. Pendleton's daughters are Sherry Law, Sally Phillips, and Tracy Myrick. We're grateful to Dick and his family for their commitment to advancing accounting education in the College of Business, said MSU President Richard Biff Williams in the release. It's an honor for our School of Accountancy to bear the Pendleton family name, and we're excited to continue a lasting partnership with them. The gift is centered on students and faculty and will be used to elevate teaching, learning, and mentorship officials said. This gift strengthens every aspect of our school, said Dave Menard, Dean and Dave D. Glass, Distinguished Leadership Chair of the College of Business, in the release. By expanding access through scholarships, supporting faculty excellence, and enhancing experiencing learning. Experiential learning, it ensures our accounting graduates are prepared to lead and innovate in a rapidly evolving profession, Marinard said. In 1966, Pendleton graduated with a business finance degree from what is now Missouri State. He began his career at Baird, Kurtz, and Dobson in Springfield, a certified public accounting firm with 3 offices. He became a CPA in 1970 and a tax partner in 1974. The firm, later known as BKD, grew to 34 offices after a merger in 2021 and the formation of a global network in 2024, is now Forvis Mazars, a top 10 global professional service network. The university said MSU has played a significant role in BKD's Forvis development throughout its accounting graduates. My education at South of Missouri State gave me a strong foundation, not just in accounting, but in discipline, ethics, and problem solving, Pendleton said in the release. The degree I earned often opened doors throughout my career, and I've always felt fortunate and proud to be a graduate of the university. 2 of his daughters became CPAs, and 2 of his granddaughters are also following in his footsteps. Leaving a family of legacy is especially meaningful to me, Pendleton said. Supporting the accounting program at Missouri State allows me to give back in a way that matters, by investing in future CPAs, supporting the school's faculty, and helping ensure that every student who chooses accounting at Missouri State receives a high-quality educational experience. The family has supported Missouri State in other ways, including student scholarships, officials said. And that is the end of that article.
This arm felt heavy for a second.
Okay.
I think it was the way I was sitting, you know.
Okay. Do you have another article prepared?
I can read another SBJ one. Yep, you guys heard it here first. SBJ is the next article I'm going to be reading. And it talks about Hotel of Terror.
Do you want to read the title?
Yeah. City clerk evaluating additional signatures on Hotel of Terror.
Referendum?
Petition.
Petition.
This is by Karen Crago. Sterling Mathis,
Sterling Mateus,
co-owner with his wife Melissa of the Hotel of Terror, made the February 9th deadline to turn in additional signatures on a
referendum petition.
According to, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce these.
According to
According
Mathis
to
and
City Clerk Anita
Mhm.
Cotter,
Mhm.
Mathis
Mhm.
Mathis is seeking a ballot measure to overturn a Springfield City Council decision to declare eminent domain and demolish his haunted attraction. I heard this place did pretty good. Mathis turned in 2,407 signatures on January 9th, with the requirement of the 1,499 verified signatures to get the item on an upcoming citywide ballot. I was talking about the hotel, by the way. It did pretty good.
It's okay. How about we continue reading the article?
Yeah, just making sure. The number is based on voter numbers. In the most recent citywide election, the signal issue April 2025 election, which had a 7% voter turnout. Cotter was able to certify only 1,374 of the submitted signatures, she informed the owners in a January 29th letter. That meant the effort fell short by 152 signatures, triggering a 10-day period to collect the remainder and keep the
Eminent? Referendum?
effort alive. Mathis told Springfield Business Journal that he turned in 393 signatures on February 9th, and in response to SBJ questions, Cotter said by email that she has 5 days to review the new set of signatures. She said regardless of outcome, the owners will not have an additional opportunity to turn in more signatures. The election that this would appear on, if City Council chooses to send it to a ballot, is at the discretion of the City Council, she said. Council would also have the option of
rescinding
its eminent domain measure, which is the choice they made in May of 2023. Following the Hotel of Terror owners' successful petition on an earlier eminent domain measure, the city is seeking to demolish the Hotel of Terror in order to replace the Main Avenue bridge connected to it. The bridge is rated poor by the Missouri Department of Transportation and closed to heavy buses and emergency vehicles. City's officials say the bridge replacement is not possible without damaging the building. The bridge is at the west end of the first phase of the Renew Jordan Creek project, which is creating a park-like amenity along a restored, once buried stream.
That's the end of that article.
Yeah.
From the Springfield Business Journal, Laura names first full-time executive director. This article is written by Jeff Pickle, and it starts with a photo of Allison Cash in a portrait photo. She is wearing a blue blazer, a white undershirt, and gold hoop earrings as she stands in an office building. Leaders for Ozark Region Involvement, a nonprofit designed to promote regional collaboration, has appointed its first full-time executive director. Allison Cash has been selected to succeed interim leader Dean Thompson, according to a news release. Her appointment is effective immediately. I'm energized by the mission of LORE, and I am excited about the potential to enhance how we market the region in an effort to grow together, Cash said in the release. As a lifelong resident of the area, I know that Ozarks is a special place. I think we can work collaboratively to share this story to drive long-term economic health. Cash most recently served until December as Chief Commercial Officer for global beverage and ingredients company Finlay Solutions, which has its U.S. headquarters in Lincoln, Rhode Island. A lifelong Southwest Missouri resident, Cash is current member of the Nixa Education Foundation Board and has been active with civic and nonprofit organizations within the region. Cash was selected from 40 applicants and 2 finalists, said Erin Donataggio, board chair for Lore, via email. Her salary as executive director is undisclosed. At Lore, Cash will initially focus on the creation of a regional identity. Hiring our first full-time executive director is a major milestone for Lore, signaling our transition from launch to long-term impact, said D'Anastasio, who also is executive director of the Hatch Foundation in the release. Allison's combination of global leadership experience and deep local roots makes her uniquely suited to lead this next chapter, particularly as we focus on strengthening and clarifying a shared regional identity. The idea for Lore was born from Springfield Area Chamber of Commerce community leadership visit to Northwest Arkansas in 2022, according to past reporting. Lore is patterned after similar organization, the Northwest Arkansas Council, which has shaped its region's development for more than 3 decades, from its home base in Springdale, Arkansas. The Hatch Foundation and Community Foundation of the Ozarks Incorporated commissioned an initial study to help form the organizations according to past reporting. In March 2025, Lore announced it had secured nearly $500,000 from 18 investors and appointed 15 board members. That is the end of that article.
What's a short one that I can do?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Wrapping this up. This is by SBJ. SMH sets grand opening for new hospital tower. A February 28th open house is scheduled for the new 3-story addition at Citizens Memorial Hospital in Bolivar. Citizens Memorial Hospital is ready to show off its multi-million-dollar expansion project to the public, as a grand opening for its tower is set for February 28th. The Come and Go event at 1500 Oakland Avenue in Bolivar is scheduled from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and will include an open house, refreshments, and guided tours, according to a news release. CMH officials note the $100 million expansion and renovation project began with a groundbreaking ceremony in September of 2023, and the 3-story building is roughly 117,000 square foot. Addition on the south side of the hospital doubles its size. Michael Calhoun, CEO and Executive Director of CMH and Citizens Memorial Healthcare Foundation in the release, said, "It's not often that a community is the size of Bolivar. It's not often that a community the size of Bolivar has the opportunity to celebrate the opening of a new hospital, and we are excited to share this milestone. The grand opening is a chance for our friends and neighborhoods,
friends and neighbors.
But friends and neighbors to see the new hospital, learn about
the care
we provide, and to explore the spaces where we'll serve the community for years to come, including a behind-the-scenes look at patients' care areas." Officials say the new patient areas are scheduled to open in April. Renovations in the existing hospital are expected to wrap up by the end of this year and will include a surgical department expansion.
Time is 12
It's okay.
p.m.
I know, and 2 new cardiac
catheterization,
laboratory procedure rooms. One quote that Calhoun also said in the release: "We've grown a lot over the years at CMH, and this new hospital expansion reflects the services we provide to our community today. It also gives us room to grow in the future so we can continue meeting the needs of our patients and families. Every space is brand new, thoughtfully designed, and equipped with the latest in technology to support the best care possible."
Advanced registration is not required, officials say. However, visitors wishing to do so can RSVP at bit.ly/SMHO open house.
Oh yeah, there's a link.
Attendees are asked to use the new hospital main entrance on North Butterfield Road. Thank you for listening to the Blind Community Thrift Store radio reading service. Tune in every week, Monday through Friday, on the Blind Community Thrift Store's YouTube channel at 10 a.m. for more up-to-date news from the Springfield News-Leader, Springfield Daily Citizen, and Springfield Business Journal, and 417 Magazine. Listen after we are live on the Audio Reader Network at www.reader.ku.edu. All broadcasts are played over KSMU's subcarrier airwaves at 67 kHz on 91.1 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Contact Audio Reader Network for information on reading a pre-programmed radio. I'm Savannah.
And I'm Addison.
And a happy early Valentine's Day. See you guys later.